Hi, I'm Phil Bush, and I'm going to sing some songs. What I'm going to first sing, I can sort of say I wrote, but I didn't entirely, because it's a 12-bar blues, and it just takes from all the blues traditions, or many of the blues traditions, and lines from many of the great blues writers like Robert Johnson, Leadbelly, Elmore James. You'll hear them in there if you know these guys. It's called the Climate Change Blues. Late last night I was turning from side to side. It was late last night, turning from side to side. I had the climate change blues, I was so dissatisfied. Well, I woke up this morning, climate change blues in my head. The climate change blues right there in my bed. Went down to breakfast, climate change blues in my breath. We set the world on fire, I don't see no reason why. We set the world on fire, can't see no reason why. Every time I think about it, I just wring my hands and I cry. Polar ice is melting, the seas are drowning our shores. The polar ice is melting and the seas are drowning our shores. I've got a sinking feeling, can't keep my head above water no more. Well, the sky is crying, see the tears running down the street. The sky is crying, see the tears running down the street. They're coming up to your door, can't you feel your heavy heartbeat? 10,000 species vanish from Earth each year. Yeah, it's 10,000 species extinct each year. As each one goes, we ought to shed 10,000 tears. Late last night, just turning from side to side. Late last night, turning from side to side. The climate change blues, I'm so dissatisfied. I'm Phil Bush. I'm going to sing a song I wrote in August of 2019. August of 2019 was just after two of the mass shootings that have become a part of American life. These were the two in El Paso and Dayton, Ohio. And I was angry. So I wrote this song. It's called Are There Answers? Do you wonder what happened to the truth? Do you hope it still counts in the voting booth? Do you think we live free in a democracy? Then maybe you were fooled just like me. Are there answers in the churches, answers in the streets? Where can you hide when the wolves bare their teeth? Are there answers at the borders, answers in the schools? Can there be any justice if we let ourselves be fooled? Hate that was dormant, maybe just unseen, is conjured up at rallies, lean and mean. The last one to die won't be the last for long. The next one's dying while you listen to the song, and the leader of the pack oozes white supremacy as he's teleprompted to ask for unity. Bootlickers huddled at store, then snicker. Well, you can't blame him, he didn't pull the trigger. Are there answers in the churches, answers in the streets? What will you do when the killers wear their sheets? Are there answers at the borders, answers in the schools? Can there be any justice if we let ourselves be fooled? Congress stands in the doorways and blocks up the halls. It's one who bleeds the nation, cements his weeping walls. Can we make any healing promises of hope as we watch our chosen rulers play out the lynching rope? If you wonder what happened to the truth, if you hope it still counts in the voting booth, if you want to live free in a democracy, well, refuse to be fooled. Then you'll see there are answers in the churches, answers in the streets. We don't have to hide when the wolves bare their teeth. Answers in the borders, answers at the schools. Rise up for justice, don't be fooled. There are answers in the churches and answers in the streets. You know what to do when the killers wear their sheets. Answers at the borders, answers in the schools. Rise up for justice, let the people rule.